And it's as simple as that. Just grab the water, level the ears, engage the glutes, engage the abs, feel that tripod, and then just relax into that position, but keep all of those little engagements as well. And that's your perfect posture. We're going to have a look at your perfect posture. By looking at this, we're going to be able to learn positions and techniques that will transfer not only into day-to-day living, but over into the gym exercises as well. Also, by getting this perfect posture, we're going to maybe eliminate some day-to-day pain that you might find, whether that's in your shoulder, your lower back, your knee, your foot, whatever you're struggling with. It might also help alleviate that and find positions that you can stand in, sit in, that eliminate that pain. For your posture, we're going to split your body into 3 sections. So I'm going to have your lower body, so there we're really just going to look at the foot, but that will transfer up to probably kind of the thighs. So we're going to have a look at the foot and knees. Then the second section is going to be the midriff, so from the top of the thigh to just below the rib cage. And then your third area we're going to have a look at is your upper body, so from the rib cage up the way. We're going to start at the feet, and that's a good place to start with any exercise. If we can get balance through the floor and our contact points, then we're going to be much more stable for every exercise that we do. So in your feet, I want you to think of a tripod. So you've got 3 places in that tripod. You're going to have the ball of the big toe, the ball of the little toe, so that's your front tripod, and then your heel is your back tripod. So those are the 3 areas I want you to think of. Now, to do that, we're going to just shift your weight ever so slightly forward, just like a leaning tower. So you're just going to lean back ever so slightly, just adjust the weight from the back of the foot to the front of the foot. And ideally, you want to either be barefoot or in your socks for this, so that you can feel the contact with the floor. You can feel all 33 joints. There's a lot of joints in your foot. So there's a lot going on. It's quite a complicated structure, and we stuff it inside solid shoes all day. So we want to learn that contact feel, and if we've got that, then we can take that into running, jumping, balance, well, just in general for any exercise. So just lean forwards and backwards, just shifting your weight, and then find that middle. So you know you've got even distribution between the back of your foot and the front of your foot. Now I want you to push that little toe into the floor a little bit, so now you feel even between that big toe and the little toe, or the ball of your big toe and your little toe. And that's going to engage the arch of your foot a little bit. Now that we have the balance in our feet in that tripod, we're going to have a look at the midsection. This is generally considered to be our core. It's made up of 4 areas. The first one you'd probably be able to guess, it's your abs, the front muscles running up and down here, and you've also got a few obliques and ones that cross over. You've then got your hip flexors, which are at the front of your hip here. You've got your glutes at the back of your hip, and your lower back at just above the hips here. And they all meet and connect to the pelvis. So what I want you to do is think about your pelvis as a bucket. So if you put your hands on, find a bony bit at the front here, and then grab around that bone that comes round here, and we're just going to tip it forwards and backwards by pushing our fingers down and forwards and then pushing our thumbs back. So we're going to have this movement here. Try and keep your shoulders still while you're doing it too. So this here now is your bucket. It's probably kind of round about the waistline of your trousers or your shorts or whatever you're wearing. And we're going to just tip the water out the front of the bucket, tip it out the back of the bucket, and repeat. Now take your hands away and try and do the same. And then I want you to level it off in the middle so that you've got no water escaping out the back or the front. And then from here, I want you to just slightly engage your glutes and then slightly engage your abs. To engage your abs, dig your fingers in beside either side of your belly button underneath, so not right at your rectus abdominis, the front muscles here, but try and get underneath them and then push your fingers out slightly with your muscles deep in your stomach, and that is bracing your abs there. We'll talk about that in more detail in another video, but for now, just that light bracing shouldn't feel like you're gonna herniate anything. It should just feel like you could take a little punch to the stomach. Now that you've got a little activation in your glutes and your abs and balance through the feet, you should feel nice and stable and strong and rooted in position here. We're now going to move to the upper section of our body. Here, I want you to think of having another little droplet of water in the dip between your collarbones, just above your sternum, your breastbone here. So where they kind of meet in a T, you should be able to feel a little dip just here. So I want you to now imagine that's filled with water, and you don't want to tip the water back into your lungs, but you also don't want to lose it forwards onto the floor. So just, again, grab the water there, and then your head, you want your eyes and your ears to be level. And it's as simple as that. Just grab the water, level the ears, engage the glutes, engage the abs, feel that tripod, and then just relax into that position, but keep all of those little engagements as well. And that's your perfect posture. So from there, you should feel nice and stable and good. I would say the most important one is just think of the water here. Generally, if you get that right, and then get the tripod in your feet, everything else will fall into place. And that includes while you're sitting as well. So anytime you're sitting, just catch the water in your, just above your rib cage, and then level the eyes and ears. And that there, you should have a lovely lumbar here. So just a little curve in your lower back, a little curve in your upper back, and feel nice and balanced and stable. So that's your perfect posture. Let me know if you have any questions or queries on that, but enjoy.